So, a company AUTOONE contacted me to install and review their LED headlight bulbs. Hey, I'm always looking to upgrade a car and find out if the product is worth it. The package came in quick, and they were nice enough to send me two sets. One for my 2004 BMW 325i E46, which is going to be covered in this video, and another for my Ram 1500 that I'll review and show the install in another video. Let's go. Let's see what's inside. A product manual, but with this video, I'm going to be your product installation manual, and the LED lights. Now this is going to be for high beams on the BMW. This looks pretty nice. There are great videos online that discuss the differences between HIDs, high intensity discharge, and these LEDs, light emitting diodes. But for this video, I'm not going into the detailed differences between HIDs and LEDs. Anyhow, let's get these installed and check out the quality. First, pop the hood, or the bonnet. You know what I mean. There it is, German engineering. Working on this car can be difficult. Everything is so tightly compacted, but don't worry, I'm going to show you the easiest way. I'm going to start from the passenger side. It looks a little easier. There is the high beam light bulb harness. Not a lot of room for my hands and the camera. There is a plastic lock ring that you need to turn counterclockwise, which was pretty easy to feel for it. This right here is what you need to move counterclockwise. This is the plastic lock ring. And the bulb, it pulls right out. Here's the comparison. The connectors are the same, but the LED looks like it's from the future. I'll work it in and slide the bulb and the lock ring in so it's all flush. I wish I could show you a better camera angle, but it's such a tight fit, my hands barely fit, let alone adding the camera. Once it's flush, turn the lock ring clockwise and jiggle the housing to see if it dislodges. It's in, nice and tight. This is a good time to test to see if the lights work. Since I can never find a helper, they all seem to run off, I have to rig something up to make sure the high beams are on. Some painter's tape did the trick. And the light is working. Don't pay any attention to that flicker. That is the shutter speed of the camera. You can see the driver's side with the stock bulb is a yellowish color, maybe a tad not as bright also. Here's at sundown. Passenger side right there is the new bulb. Here's the comparison again in the dead of night. You can see the passenger side is white instead of yellowish. When I'm in the car and turn the brights on, these do look better and they have the added performance of LEDs. Time to install the driver's side. This is even tighter, but stay with me, I'll make it easier. This air box is completely in the way. No way I can stick two hands in there. Looks like I'm going to have to take out this carburetor air filter. There's latches on each side. The good news is I only had to detach the top cover and move it slightly to the side. Detach the air filter from the hose connection and the electrical sensor connector. It moved enough for me to get my hands in without taking the entire unit apart. Now, the same situation, move the plastic lock ring counterclockwise. Some wires in the way, but came out fairly easy. This time, the bulb decided to stay in the light, but I was able to pull it out without any issue. And here is the old bulb. Take the new one and plug it into the socket. Before I install it all the way, a little test. Looks good. Navigate it into the hole. Turn the retaining lock ring clockwise, and that's it. Time to put the air filter back together, which I think this part you can figure out. Secure the clips on each side. And don't forget the connector. Overall, a pretty nice little upgrade. I'll leave a link in the description where to purchase these, and with a 15% discount code. Let me know what you think, and if you liked, give me a thumbs up and subscribe.